This is Rosemary Holmeister, and I am with Bluvida. And I wanted to introduce to you Arnold and Leah from Harvest Hills Ranch and our principal, Doug Shaw. So Doug Shaw, let us know what's going on.
Hey, thanks everyone for dialing in today and watching this. This is kind of the new world. I guess we're all in different locations, coming in from our home offices for obvious reasons. Bluvida is a health and wellness center. We are relatively new. We opened in 2019. Our principal location is in Katy, Texas, and it's I think a fascinating story. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it in this message, but our goal with Bluvida is to assemble the most impactful modalities to help keep our guests, our patients well, keep them healthy, and keep them safe. All of that is available under one roof at Bluvida. One of the questions that we've gotten, particularly recently, has to do with quality food. Are we at risk as a city in having our food supply disrupted? And a lot of us now are looking at the possibility of stocking our freezers with frozen food, which is largely processed, and it's quite a bit different than what we're used to eating. Fortunately, we have been made aware over the last several months of a very dynamic farm that's located very close to Houston. So, you know how we always want to consume products that have been produced locally. This certainly would qualify. It's Harvest Hills Ranch. We have the two owners that are going to chat here in a moment. But this is a supply of super fresh, nutritional food that's being delivered to Bluvida at the request of our members and our guests on a weekly basis. So this is something that we're really excited to be able to offer, particularly with the circumstances that we're dealing with currently. So let me introduce Leah and Arland and allow them to tell you a little bit about the collaboration.
Thank you, Doug. We appreciate you. We appreciate the warm introduction there, and we certainly are looking forward to the collaboration with Bluvida. I think that we are certainly in lockstep with what you're trying to do and how you're trying to serve patients. You have a very well-rounded, holistic approach, if you will, that tries to address many facets of an individual's life, and we really believe that to the core in everything that we do out on the farm. With my background as a healthcare practitioner, there was always a need for having quality food, to be able to source quality food, and we felt like the time arose for us to be the player in that. And as you alluded to, and is obvious as to what's going on right now, there's a lot of uncertainty. We see that individuals are having to make choices with their diet that are a bit of a compromise, and we're not funny. We're not crazy about that. We don't believe in compromise. That's one of our core mottos around here at the ranch, and we felt like that just didn't make sense. Obviously, food is so integral to our immune function and to how our body operates, and we need a consistent supply of good food. We strive to produce that here at the ranch, and we felt like it was time that we stepped up and we made everyone aware of how we're trying to do this and how we're trying to support everyone. We've, just to give a little context to what we've been doing, we have been delivering into the Houston market for over probably the last year and a half. And we have set up here recently some what I would call emergency deliveries. I hesitate to use that term because I don't want to be an alarmist in using that term, but really not a better term to use at the moment. But literally what we're doing is we have set up this emergency delivery so that everyone can have access to the food that they're looking for. We're going to be coming to the Bluvida location this Saturday. We're going to be there from 1 to 2 p.m. And, don't look at this as this is a one and done type of thing. We are delivering to the Bluvida location every 4 weeks. So we're going to continue to do that. And we've made some efforts on our part because we see what the demand is, and we see that that individuals are trying to meet their needs. And so we've taken action on our side to go ahead and increase our production model so that we can continue to support the individuals. And we're doing that. I guess I should really just touch on this for just a minute. We're doing this without sacrificing the way that we produce our food. We run everything with just some examples here, with our chickens. We do pastured poultry. I always love to show people the farm, and hopefully when things calm down a little bit, maybe some folks that are listening to this, if they would like to come out and see how we operate, we offer tour dates, which you can see on our farm website. But we do pastured poultry. We do everything the right way. As we raise our cattle are grass-fed, grass-finished. They're only fed their natural forages. They're not fed anything that would be compromising to their health or our health in any way. And we use the motto that we specialize in nutrient-rich food, and we believe that to our core, and all the actions that we take really are intended to drive the nutrient richness in the food, because ultimately at the end of the day, the more nutrient rich that food is, the better our health is going to be. And in this context, for where we're at now, the stronger our immune system is going to be. So that's a little bit about who we are at Harvest Hills Ranch. It's my wife Leah and I, and this is who we are. This is what we do, and we have a passion for what we do.
Arland, what is it that you offer that people can order from your website?
Yeah, so the things that you're going to see on there consistently, as I mentioned, the grass-fed and finished beef, you'll see several different cuts on there, anywhere from ground meat to steaks. So really whatever someone's preference is. There's going to be our pastured poultry, which is going to be our chicken operation right now. Literally same thing there. We have anything from all the different cuts that someone may be interested in, from drumsticks to ground chicken. Trying to do some things a little bit different. We have eggs. We have both chicken and duck eggs. For those individuals that are sensitive to chicken, they have the access to the duck eggs. We also have our produce. When whatever's in season that we have available, we always make sure that that's up on the store so that individuals can have access to that. And then we also produce what we call pantry goods. So these are things that, for example, Leah makes pickles. They're great pickles. And these are things that, if someone's looking for a fermented food, these can be an option for them. So we have a group of foods that we just label as pantry goods that someone can find access to on the site as well.
Now, is there a limit to what people can order?
Once it runs out, once we're out of stock, that's the limit.
And is there any kind of deposit, or is there anything that the general public should know when they're placing an order?
Yeah, that's a really great question. I'm glad you asked that, actually. There's two things that someone needs to know about ordering from us. We do have a minimum order of $50. Just because it does take time on our side to process the order and bring it in. So we need to make it work for both parties. And then the other thing that individuals need to know, if they are ordering something that is by weight, for example, let's say that someone orders a whole chicken, just as an example. Well, we base that on the pound, and not every whole chicken is exactly the same poundage. So we do take a deposit on items that vary by weight. And individuals would pay that deposit. When we pull that out to pack the order, we make up the difference. So someone may see a small secondary charge. We try to get the majority of the cost on the first part of the charge, though.
Okay, that is great to know. And so you'll be delivering once a month, you said, to Bluvida, and you do have other locations as well. If just say people, they had enough chicken stored up right now. So how long in advance? Is it good to order in advance going into the next month so that they make sure that there's enough chicken or beef available so it doesn't run out?
It actually really is not. We have a pretty consistent supply right now. It's actually better to place those orders in the week, maybe 2 weeks at the most beforehand. We can do a better job of tracking inventory that way.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Arland and Leah and Doug, for that great introduction also for Bluvida. And again, we at Bluvida, we are looking out for our community, our members, our clients, because we do want to bring the best quality of wellness to our area. We want to keep us all strong and safe, and we want to make sure you know that you don't need to stress. We are not running out of food. At Harvest Hills Ranch, they're always going to have availability for you to be able to order what you need.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate the opportunity to work with you.
You too. Thank you so much.
All right, bye-bye.